屈原沉江，汨罗江的桃花汛来得比往年凶猛。屈原踩着极细的菖蒲涉水而行，怀中的9个竹简被浪花打湿，墨迹在绢帛上晕成泪痕。对岸丛林中，楚军的火把正在逼近，这是郢都陷落后的第7次追捕。秦人的铁蹄声混着楚地口音的咒骂，惊起芦苇荡中最后一只白鹭。他摸向腰间玉珏，这枚楚怀王亲赐的虎形佩早已失去温度。当年章华台上，正是这枚玉珏坠地的脆响，打断了他劝谏伐秦的奏对。香炉青烟中，怀王抚摸着正绣新线的无娃细腰，屈子过滤了，张仪之曰。话音未落，玉珏被施从拾起时已多了道裂痕。三闾大夫，老渔府的竹篙点在礁石上，蓑衣滴着水珠，沧浪之水浊兮，何不浊足？屈原望着渔船上蹦跳的鲈鱼，他们腮边挂着郢都特产的菱角水草。昨夜投宿的茅屋里，农户用秦壁购置的陶罐正煮着梨羹，连最偏僻的村邑也飘着咸阳铁关房的煤烟味。他解下官缨系紧怀中的顽石，那是从子规祖庙带回的镇山玉。3个月前，当白起破城的烽烟染红西天时，他冲进太乙神庙抢出这尊社稷石，左臂至今留着秦军剑簇的灼痕。此刻，玉石表面还粘着郢都街巷的槐花，那些曾落满他车辙的香雪，如今混着楚人鲜血渗入咸阳宫的地砖。回忆突然被马蹄踏碎，芦苇从中窜出个8脸校尉，青铜甲上铸着熟悉的魁纹。屈平，大王，不，楚王迁都陈城，正要召。校尉的喊声戛然而止，他看见屈原手中捧着的并非香表，而是裹着香草的宗谱，那上面用朱砂圈出数十个名字，每个红圈都代表一个投江明志的屈氏子弟。暴雨倾盆而下，屈原的广袖在风中鼓成帆影。他想起20年前初练左图时，曾在云梦泽遇见的巨龟，那神物被甲刻着上古九州图，眼珠却蒙着阴翳。龟寿千岁，终究难见明君。当时他笑叹，而今方知龟甲裂纹早预言了楚国的命数。江面飘来半片焦黑的钟鼓残骸，那是郢都宗庙的编钟碎片。屈原解下佩剑掷向残钟，剑身天问铭文与钟体韶乐文章碰撞，竟发出完整的宫商之音。追兵们突然勒马，他们看见这个癫狂的老者站在其腰深的水中，白发与江雾连成一片，仿佛湘君词里走出的山鬼。回来吧，大夫！年轻的楚族带着哭腔喊道，陈城需要您的新酒章。屈原却仰天大笑，竟非10丈外栖息的夜香。他从袖中掏出个陶罐，罐内密封着怀王18年的蓝膏。那年丹阳大捷，他亲手为凯旋将士调制木方，如今起风，芬芳竟比新酿时更烈。他将蓝膏倾入江水，香气与腥山的潮气搏杀，化作漩涡吞噬了飘来的秦军惊奇。子夜时分，他怀抱社稷时走向江心，娇绡深衣浸透后重热铁甲，却压不沉他胸中燃烧的诗篇。当水面漫过口鼻时，他看见少年时在屈原写下的橘颂字句浮现在波光里，与倒映的星河融为一体。下游忽然传来楚地误铸的招魂鼓，不知是哪只残部在祭奠郢都的亡灵。3日后，渔人在回水沱发现他的玉冠卡在礁石间，冠上缀着的随侯珠仍发着微光，珠光映照处，江底升起成群银鱼，衔着它散落的尸茧排成卦象。有通晓义理的隐士说，那分明是包卦变复卦的征兆，阴极阳生之象。暴雨季结束时，两岸峭壁开满从未见过的赤蕊兰草。采药人传说，每株兰根都缠着半片带刺的竹简。有胆大的后生嚼过兰叶，说满口都是离骚的韵律，吐息间能诵出未曾传世的诗句。
The drowning of Yuan. The floodwaters of the Mil-Yul River surged violently as Yuan waded through. His Jug scroll soaked by the waves. Across the river, Chu soldiers pursued him, their torches flickering. It was the 7th manhunt since the fall of Yingdu. The sound of Qin's iron hooves mixed with curses in the Chu dialect. Startling a lone egret from the reeds, he touched the jade pendant at his waist, once a gift from King Huai. Years ago, its fall had interrupted his plea to resist Yuan. The king, distracted by a concubine, dismissed his warnings, and when the pendant was retrieved, it bore a deep crack, an omen of Chu's fate. An old fisherman, his straw cloak dripping, called out, "If the river is muddy, why not wash your feet?" On the fisherman's boat, perch carried water grass from Yingdu. Even the remotest villages now traded in Qin currency. The scent of Xianyang's ironworks clung to the air. Yuan tightened his sash around the sacred jade from the Zigyui ancestral temple. He had rescued it from the burning shrine as Baiki's forces took the city, an arrow wound still marking his arm. Now, the jade bore traces of locust blossoms from Yingdu, once a fragrant snow along the streets. now mingled with the blood of Chu's fallen. A scar-gun-faced officer emerged from the reeds. Ku Ping, the king. No. The Chu king has moved to Chen City. He calls for you. The officer stopped short at the sight of Ku Yuan's scroll, and ancestral record wrapped in fragrant herbs, with red circles marking the names of Ku clan's men who had drowned themselves in defiance. Rain poured down as Ku Yuan's robes billowed like sails. He recalled a giant turtle he had once seen in Yan Ming Marsh, its shell engraved with an ancient map, its eyes clouded with mist. A turtle may live 1,000 years but will never see a wise ruler, he had once joked. Now, he understood the cracks on its shell had foretold Chu's doom. A charred temple bell fragment floated past. Ku Yuan hurled his sword at it, and when the engraved verses of Tianwen met the broken shao music, they produced a hauntingly perfect note. The soldiers halted, watching the old poet, white-gown-haired and waist-gown deep in the river, a figure out of legend. Come back, Minster, a young soldier cried. Chen City needs your 9 chapters. Ku Yuan only laughed, startling an owl into flight. From his sleeve, he took a pottery jar sealed for 18 years with orchid balm from the victory at Danny, and, breaking the seal, he poured it into the river. The fragrance fought the stench of war, forming whirlpools that swallowed drifting kin banners. At midnight, he stepped into the depths of the river, the sacred stone still in his arms. His robes, heavy as iron, could not sink the poetry burning in his chest. As water covered his face, lines from Ode to the Orange Tree surfaced in the waves, merging with the starlit sky. Further downstream, the echo of Sogang calling drums lingered somewhere. Chu's remnants still mourned Yingdu. 3 days later, fishermen found his jade crown wedged in the rocks. The Sui Hu pearl still glowed faintly. Beneath it, silverfish swam in formation, carrying fragments of his poetry. A hermit versed in the Book of Changes declared, "The falling bow hexagram has transformed into full rebirth after destruction." When the rains ceased, red orchids bloomed along the cliffs, their roots entwined with bamboo slips. Those who dared chew the leaves found their mouths filled with the rhythm of Li Sao, reciting verses never before heard in the world.